Okay. All right. Welcome everybody. It is, what day is it? Monday. So with yoga, we're going to start seated. We're going to sit back on our sit bones, sit up nice and tall. Take a nice deep inhale. And then let it out audibly. Let everything from the weekend, the morning, out. Imagine it coming up your breath. Take another deep inhale. Let everything out in a big breath through your mouth. And just a second, close your eyes. Think about if there's something that you want to focus on today or dedicate your practice to. It could be something physical, like I want to work on my flexibility. It could be something more about life. It could be something spiritual. Whatever it is that brings you meaning and will make this a good 30 minutes for you. You can like that. And then open your eyes and stretch the arms up nice and long. And take one down gently to the floor. We're going to take a side bend as we to the other side as we exhale. And we're going to inhale. This time we're going to take a side bend and open up our arm and chest to the back. Bring it back in and on your way out. Take the other arm. Side bend, stretching back. Bring up that chest. Inhale and bring it on. We're going to do a little bit of a spinal twist. So we're going to take one hand right, the other hand behind us. And we're just going to pivot and twist our chest. Gently bring it back around. And we're going to do it on the other side. Hand to feet, hand. Forward. We're going to gently come into all fours, getting the whole of the hand on the ground, not just the heel of the hand. Put them with the fingers, spread them out nice and wide, and keep those hips and knees in a nice line. We're going to take an inhale and arch our back, lifting our tailbone, take everything out, and then we're going to come around with an exhale. Let's do this for 4 more breaths. And come back to your neutral spine. We're going to take one leg up behind us. Take it into a bent position. Then we're going to lift it. Holding that body nice and tight. So we're just doing a little bit of glute work, but paying attention to our breath, even though we're incorporating a little bit of fitness in it. Take it down. Breathe in. Exhale. Put the other leg up. Knee it down. Again, this is a little bit of fitness infused. And take it down. We're going to tuck our toes and gently push ourselves back into a down dog. If you want to keep a little bend in the knees as you just get adjusted, that's okay. If you want to straighten them, that's also okay. Let's stay here for 4 breaths, focusing on Really pressing that chest in towards the knee. Let's pedal the feet out. So pressing one heel into the ground as the other foot comes up. Breathing and feeling the stretch throughout your calf. Come back to your down dog. We're going to step our feet forward and come into a forward hanging fold. So step them up. Grab the elbows. If you feel like your hamstrings are a little tight, this is where you can always bend the knees a bit. Just let your body hang for a few moments. Letting gravity take you to the ground. Grab those hands. Inhale. Lift halfway up into a flat back, supporting yourself with your hand. And exhale. Step one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale. Up to standing. So inhale, take yourself up, support yourself with the thighs if needed. Feet up and take them out. Now we're in mountain pose. Stand nice and tall. Feel the weight balance between your heels and your toes. You feel yourself standing tall and strong. We're going to do a little bit of balance work. So this is a great opportunity to focus and try and maintain stillness even in the moment of challenge. So gently shift your weight towards one leg. I'm starting with my left. We're just going to lift the other knee up. That balance. Right. And gently take it to a warrior 3. So take it back. See if you can find that balance. Think about energy radiating through both limbs of the body, the legs and the arms. And gently take it down. And come on up. We're going to try that on the other side. Take a nice breath. Gently shift the weight over to the other leg from me to the right. We're going to take our knee up and balance, focusing on one point in front of us to help us maintain stability here. Try and keep the hips in line. So someone might have to keep it on step. Keep balancing. Come into your come into your warrior 3. On the other side. Flex that back foot down to the ground. Keep those hips square and see if you can hold that balance. Great work. Keep breathing. It's okay if you don't get there the whole way. It's not meant to be easy, but it's meant to be a good challenge. And come on down. Shake it on out. Take the arms up to the ceiling. Bring them down through the elbows, cactusing them out, nice and wide. And let's do that one more time. Take the arms up, elbows wide, and cactus them on down. Lift them up, and this time we're going to bend forward into a flat back. And then come on down. We're going to step back into a plank. Hold it nice and tight. We're going to come and do a little bit of a side plank. So hold it and focus on your breath. Keeping those hips lifted. Take it back down. Come to the other side. Lift that arm up and breathe. You can always have your knees down. You can do it in knee plank. It doesn't have to be from your feet. And take it down. And now push those hips back up into your downward dog. And let's rest here for 4 breaths. You can always go to a child's pose if you want a break as well. All right, we're gonna take one leg up behind us, and then we're gonna bring it through our chest and bring it down into a low lunge. So square off those hips if possible. Keep them in a straight line because the front leg, the hips have a tendency to come forward. Try and bring it back. And breathe. Send energy through that back leg. Gently drop the back knee down. Lift it on up. See if you can reach back and grab to stretch the quad a little bit. You can always use a yoga strap, scarf, t-shirt, any object that you can wrap around to get your foot if it's like here and you can't get to it. And breathe. Take that leg down. Now we're going to straighten up. Take the arms up in the air. You may want to do a slight back bend. And breathe. Take in the sky. Bring your arms down. Gently tuck the back knee so that we're lifting again. Take the same arm as leg up for a little twist in the back. If you want to take it further, you can bring it behind you, underneath your side. That's always an option as well. Gently take that hand down to the mat. Step that foot back into your plank. Here you can bring the knees down or keep them up, but we're going to gently lower to the mat. And since this is our first time, we're going to come all the way down. Take our elbows beneath our shoulders and lift up for just a little bit of a baby cobra, thinking long in the back and shoulders down. Gently lower, and you're going to push yourself back up through back to downward dog. Again, knees bent or knees straight, totally up to you. And then come back into your downward facing dog. And let's take a few breaths. Each time you exhale, think about bringing those heels down towards the mat and that chest towards those knees, making that V shape. Next side, we're going to lift the other foot from me to my left foot. We're going to take it forward, knee towards nose, using our core, and then we're going to drop it into a low lunge on the other side. If possible, we're going to square off our hips. So again, this is not square, and this is square. And breathe, keeping that knee over the ankle, not going beyond the ankle to protect our knee joint. Feel that energy radiating out through your back leg as it supports you on the ground. And feel that full front foot on the mat. Gently lower the back leg down and untuck the toes. You're going to lift it and then reach around behind. If you can grab it, amazing. If you can't, also amazing. We're all different. On this side, it's a little harder for me. And you're going to pull that leg towards you. Gently lower that leg back down to the ground. And then you're going to take your body up as you breathe. Send yourself back down. Tuck the back heel, the back toe again. Straighten that leg and take the same arm as leg up into a nice twist. Should feel really nice. Lower it down. This time, we're actually, before we go into our flow, we're going to turn our body out and get a nice stretch to the inner thigh. So all I did was I took my lunge and turned it side. And I'm just keeping my hands in front of me and pressing, letting gravity press in. My other foot is on the floor. I'm keeping care to keep both the inner and the outer part on the ground. Gently come to center, take your left foot, turn it in, and the right foot, turn it out, or whichever leg you were on, you're just going to reverse. And then come down and stretch on the other side. Depending on flexibility, if you need something to hold on to, like a block and you're here, all good. If you're super bendy and you're able to get down lower than I, that's also great. Take the stretch where you feel challenged. Turn back into the lunge on the other side. And now we're going to take the leg in, back to our plank. I'm just gonna move that because I'm covering the edge of the mat. And we're gonna do our flow here. So take a second, come down to up dog, breathe in, come back to your downward facing dog. All right. We're gonna lift our right leg up to three-legged dog. And we're going to open up through the hips. So this means we're gonna inhale as we open up that hip. We're gonna keep the shoulders in the same orientation. They're not moving, just the lower body, just the hip. As it opens, some people like to do circles. Some people might just wanna leave it there and feel it open up. Let's bring it back and square up the hips again. One more time. Let that hip open while still maintaining the same position with your shoulders. Bring it back. This time we're going to step forward into high lunge. Trying to square off those hips. Straight back leg. Take the back heel down. Take it to your warrior one. Try and keep the outside part of that foot on the ground. It's going to want to roll in like mine's doing. Try and keep that whole foot on the mat. We're going to open to warrior two. Looking strong over our front arm. Breathe in, take your arm up, slide the other one down that thigh for reverse warrior. Come on up. And we're gonna come and bend over to the side. Our hand on our leg. And come back up. Take your body back into warrior one. We're going to challenge ourselves and see if we can come into a warrior three. Even if your leg is tired, we're going to lift that leg up and hold. And now take it down and back to your plank. Take yourself through a flow. And then come back to your downward facing dog for the other side. So now you're going to be on the left leg. So take that leg up to your three-legged dog. Keep those shoulders square in line as you gently open up your hip, keeping everything else the same. Optional to do little circles, but not required. And take the leg back, straightening and squaring the hips. Let's do that one more time. Take the leg out, open up the hips, keeping our shoulders square. Straighten it out and come into a high lunge. I'm just going to flip around so that you can see the whole thing again. So you're still on the same leg. I'm just reorienting my body. Take yourself up. And breathe. Turn that back foot and lower the heel and come into warrior one. Inhale and open that up to your warrior two. Arms nice and strong. Keeping that edge of your back foot still on the mat, even if it wants to do this. Check in with it and keep it in contact with the mat. Take your left arm, your front arm up, and then bend over to reverse warrior. Rise up, and then bend to the side. Great work. We're going to bring ourselves forward and try and push ourselves up to warrior three. Hold, nice and strong. Keep breathing, keep focusing on something that's not moving to help you to stay stable. Gently come on down. And we're going to come into a seated position. We're just going to do a little boat pose. So take the back, little curve in the lower lumbar spine. Take the legs up. Hold through those abs. We're going to gently lower ourselves towards the floor. Let's bring our legs up, feet on the ground. We're just going to gently lift into a bridge pose. Lower down. Let's do that one more time. Lift into your bridge. And lower down. Take those arms out. Bring those legs to tabletop. Drop them towards one side. And look away and feel a delicious twist through the back. Fully feel that experience. Lift the legs up and take them to the other side. Gently placing them down and twisting in the opposite direction. Bring those legs back up to center. Grab onto either the soles of your feet or your big toes. And send your legs up for happy baby. A little more stretch in the hip. If you'd like to do a slight rock, absolutely go with it. The body kind of does it naturally, I think. That's why babies are happy. Gently release the hands, release the feet down to the ground. Take yourself out into Shavasana. Close your eyes. Feel your body on the mat. Listen to your heart beating. Focus in on how your body's feeling. Imagine some sunshine starting at the crown of your head, warming you through the face, through your neck, down your shoulders and into your belly, into the buttocks, into the thighs, the lower legs, and the feet. And then also coming in through the upper arm, the lower arm, and the fingers. So imagine that warmth and energy being inside of you and how that makes you feel to accept that warmth. If you'd like to stay here longer, feel free. Some people want to do like a whole 5 minutes of Shavasana. If you'd like to end your practice sooner, start to awaken the body, feel some movement. Roll onto your right side. You push yourself up to a seated position. Take the arms up above the head, through your forehead, down to your heart. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale and let it all out. And try and take some of this energy through the rest of your day.